What is up, my beautiful people? This is Christin Peoples coming to you with bossofculture.org. I hope you're doing super fabulous today. I am hitting you with some cinnamon. And what does cinnamon bring? Oh my goodness, it brings abundance and it brings whatever you wish for in the most quick way. So make a wish, and whatever you came here for, if you need comfort, if you need direction, if you need assistance of any kind, if you need money, if you need love, if you need a big hug, is yours. All you got to do is reach out and grab it and just believe that it's yours. And you guys, a lot of this stuff that we're going through when we deal with workplace bullying, abuse, and mobbing, it's all right here. It all starts right here. And once we start giving that away, that's when we lose our power. So if you're new here, welcome. I am Christin Peoples with bossofculture.org. I'm the founder and president. And here at Boss of Culture TV, we talk about all things workplace bullying, abuse, and mobbing, how to navigate through a toxic work environment, and how to level up to your highest potential. If you are returning and you are a subscriber here, thank you so much. I so appreciate you for all of your support, you guys. It honestly warms my heart. The emails I get, the comments that I get, they're so encouraging. It lets me know that the work I'm doing, you guys, is touching your heart and it's giving you direction. And that's what I'm all about here. So guys, I wanted to touch base on what you clicked here for, because this right here, I think it needs to be spoken on. And a young lady reached out to me and she said that she just had 2 assistants quit because they were ordered to help get rid of her. And they refused and they were retaliated against. And this young lady, she has everything documented. And you guys, I talk about this all the time, the mob mentality. And the correction to all of this is people that won't play along. And you noticed here that the 2 assistants that wouldn't play along, well, they were retaliated against. Now, one thing I can tell you about retaliation is it's against the law. So my response to her was that I wanted to know would those witnesses be willing to accompany her in speaking with an employment attorney, because if she has all this information documented and they were asked to perform a specific task to sabotage this woman's career and they didn't and were retaliated against, then by all means, that sounds like illegality all over the place. So I want you guys to notice, be very conscientious when you go to work. Just look at your surroundings and see who is willing to sell their soul, if you will, to think that they're going to get a promotion. Because I share with you guys a story where there was a gentleman who I thought was my friend I've known this guy for several years, and he was contract, and I was a direct employee, and he was contracted for several years. I want to say maybe 14, 15 years. I mean, he'd been there a long time, and apparently they didn't value him enough at that time to hire him in as a permanent employee. So this individual, when I initially went through being cursed out and all of the harassment and mobbing started, they needed to prove me wrong, because I had already consulted with the security guard to see if we could get tape to prove, once again, documentation, to prove that this manager cursed me out. And even though the security guard told me that they didn't have audio, but they had visual, I'm like, that's all I need, because it clearly shows the body language of this manager doing like this to my face and me just standing there in shock. Now, if anyone knows me, they know that I normally stand up for myself. But if anybody else is a human being here watching this video, there has been times, I'm sure, that you've been caught off guard, because I've received questions like, well, why would you stand there and let somebody cuss you out? Well, number one, I'm at work and I'm thinking, wow, this is happening at work, and I just could not believe that was happening to me. And I was caught totally off guard. It was so unprofessional. I just could not believe that someone in a management position would be acting so unprofessional and threatening, So, yeah, it caught me off guard. And so back to the individual, this guy wanted to be a permanent employee so bad that they needed him to prove that the manager was indeed not cursing me out. And so what I heard over the partition, because this guy sat over the wall from me, was that he did a great thing that day. They had him go to Human Resources to say that he saw that the situation went the other way around, where I was cussing the manager out. But when I asked Human Resources to pull tape, well, that's where I became an issue for people. So I want you guys to understand the importance of documentation. And I want you guys to also understand the importance of not playing along. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you were like these two assistants and they asked you to basically try to force someone to quit, help them, these particular managers get rid of this person. Don't fall for it, you guys. Stand up for what's right and understand that you are protected by laws as an employee. And the law is, you're protected by any type of retaliation. So it's important that even if you're not the person that's being targeted, that you still document when you see it happening, because you never know, you might be next. So I'm going to share an affirmation with you guys before I go. This is a short but sweet one. And it says, whatever one feels deeply or images clearly is impressed upon the subconscious mind and carried out in minute detail. Meaning, be careful what you believe. Be careful what you constantly think about, because we are so powerful, my friends. We are so powerful that we have the ability for our thoughts to become our experience. So whenever you have a thought in your mind, and Lord knows, you guys, I still struggle with this myself. But I know enough to know that when something isn't serving me, even my thoughts, I immediately try to think of all the things that I'm grateful for. If it even means me stopping what I'm doing and writing down the things that I'm grateful for, so that I'm actually taking my mind off of what is trying to come in that's not serving me, that's what I do. So I hope this information helps someone out there. And if you're looking for a coach, I am more than willing to help you. Go to bossupculture.org. You guys become a part of the movement. Share these videos with anyone that you think would benefit from it. Make sure you donate, you guys, because we can't get the funding for people to seek, to get the help that they need if they don't have the funding. So $1, $5, whatever you can spare or afford, all of your donations are tax deductible. So, and again, if you are a company that is looking for someone to give them direction on looking out for the signs for workplace bullying, abuse, and mobbing, and making sure that you are going full speed ahead with ensuring that you are like a top workplace, that you can attract top talent, because you're not going for it. You're not going to deal with toxic management. You're not going to deal with toxic workers. So I welcome you guys. Again, you can book at bossupculture.org. And until next time, I love you. I'm Christin Peoples. Bye.